I'm going to show you how to use your calculator to find answers to quadratics, or it can even be higher than a quadratic. So one of the problems said 1 equals 5x squared plus 4x. For us to solve using our calculator, we have to set it equal to 0. So you have to move the 1 to the other side by subtracting it. So once it's equal to 0, here's how you're going to put it in your calculator. Y equals 5, here's my x button, x squared plus 4x minus 1, because remember we moved it to the other side. When I press graph, it's going to give you a graph like that. Now, for some reason, yours does not look like that. Here's a trick. Press zoom. Go to option number 6, which is a standard window, and then it will do that for you. Now, some of the problems say use a table. Some of the problems say use whatever. I don't care how you solve to find an answer. I don't care if you use the quadratic formula to get the answer. But to use the table, here's how you would do it. See how it says table above the word graph? Second graph. This will give you a table of values here. Your answers are your x values when your y value is 0. So your x-intercept, your y value is 0. So one solution to this graph is -1, 0, or depending how it asks for it, it's -1. Now, I would scroll up and down looking for another 0 over here, but I'm not going to find it because this one right here does not happen on an integer. So one thing we can do is go to our graph, and I can press zoom. So I can choose option number 2, and I can zoom in. Notice there's a little blinking spot right there. If I move it to the left, you'll see it right there. So what I want to do is move it over so I zoom in and press enter to that one spot right there. So you can see again, this one crosses at -1 and this crosses in between. So what my goal is to do is to find what that is, and your calculator can do it for you. The way we're going to do that is we're going to press second calculate. See how it says calculate in blue? And that's why I pressed the blue button. I want to find my 0, which is also an x-intercept, so I'm going to choose option number 2, and here's where the problem happens, but we can do this. Left bound, so I have to cross this line right here. I have to cross the x-axis. So left bound just means I need to be on the left side of this x-intercept. And my little blinker's on the left side. Right bound is the next question, which means I need to move my cursor so it's just a little bit to the right of the x-intercept. So I'm going to put it somewhere above there. So now I'm to the right and I press enter. Well, it says, do you want to guess? Well, not really. So I just press enter again. And there's my other answer. My answer is 0.2, 0. So I can do that one more time. Even though we know this is -1, I can show you one more time. Second, calculate. I want to find the 0. But this time, let's find this 0. So as I come down here, or as I come this way, this is my left and this is my right. So I need to move my cursor so that I am to the left of that x-intercept. Press enter. Move my cursor to the right. Press enter. Guess. Well, I guess -1 because we saw our table, but I don't really care. And when I press enter one more time, it gives me the answer -1. So anytime you have a quadratic or anytime you have to the third to the fourth power, you can find every single one by pressing second calculate. What I would highly get in the habit of doing is once after I've zoomed in, when I'm done, press zoom 6. So next time I go to graph something, it graphs in a regular window.